Are you worried that this will get worse tomorrow?
I don't know if it's going to get worse. I think the curfew is going to help us to get the city under control. The extra resources is the biggest issue for us. I know people would compare us to Ferguson. Ferguson is a much smaller city. Baltimore is almost close to about 80 square miles. And when we have multiple areas popping up, we have to have the resources and the numbers. What you saw tonight is that we were pulled so thin, whether at Lexington Market, whether at Quincy in North or at Monument, we had the opposite ends of the city pulling us at the same time. So extra resources here will allow us to get on top of the issues at multiple locations. I'm sorry, no, what'd you say?
Was the start of the violence connected to that gang?
No, I don't think that was connected at all. I just think these were youth that coming out of high school, and they thought it was cute to throw cinder blocks at the police department and to address it that way. The fire at CVS was related to the looting. We don't know that issue, and that's a shame too. You have a center there that is going to make a difference for our elderly, to make a difference for people who are in need, and there it's burned down, and those people work so hard for that. That is just a shame. That is sad. My message is that this is our city, that we have to live here, and that when you destroy your infrastructure, I've seen cities that haven't recovered 50 years later, like the city of Watts, that are still starting to recover. And for those parents who have kids that are out there that came off that campus, take control of your kids. This is our city. Let's make a difference.
We'll continue to keep everyone updated as we can throughout the night.
The police spokesman now 15 minutes to midnight in Baltimore, and the sad reality of it all is just coming to our faces. He said they knew yesterday it was coming. They had every warning. They made every preparation, and their police department got overrun and they couldn't handle it. Leland Vittert's on scene. Leland.
Well, that's exactly what we've seen, and the police now are moving back from where they were. Remember, they pushed out from their lines that we saw earlier, all the way down to where the stolen cars and the car fires and the looted liquor stores that the police just talked about were. And when they got down there with the fire trucks, as the police news conference was going on, the police here were getting pelted with stolen liquor bottles by these very same kids. And what's interesting is that you get a sense that the people who are involved in this are, the police now are just moving us back here a little bit. So we're going to move back with them. They've done a great job keeping us safe out here. What's interesting is that the people who are doing this live on these streets. And it's the same thing that the police said. Everyone we've talked to on these streets, they're angry at these kids who have participated in this kind of behavior and have stolen and looted and done those things. It's clear that the police are tired. They've had a very long day, a rough day, and now we are basically back to where we started a while ago. You just maybe heard the police all yell "hold," and the riot lines have taken place once again. Now we wait, Shep, and see if the folks who you're watching right now line up by those burned out cars and by the looted liquor store and the looted mini mart, and he was back standing there taunting the police officers and showing us his wounds. So it gave you the feeling that making arrests, at least in this area, wasn't the priority, right? Or we could look back at this and say if only they had really responded aggressively and got a handle on it quickly and laid down the law, so to speak, and taught these kids a lesson that if you throw bottles at the police and you throw stones at the police and you loot liquor stores, you're going to get arrested and it's not cute, then things may be different in the morning.
Leland Vittert, who's on scene with us, along with photographer Stephen Kaneka, who is there with him. They're risking a lot out there. I was listening to Leland. I want to get to the pastor, Ben Melman, right now. But so a synopsis from the police chief and from Leland. They knew it was coming. They were out there and ready for it. It overwhelmed them and they couldn't stop it. After they couldn't stop it, they stood back and watched it as hoodlums destroyed the neighborhood.